guys, I am here to present to you the finale of the Makeup Use Up 18 in 2018 and also show you the final results of my project Pan That palette for the year of 2018. So I'll show you the palette in the end, but first I'll show you all of the products in the Makeup Use Up project. Tongue twister. There was 2 items that I took out of the project pretty early, which was the Pro C Powder Contour Bronzer and Blush, and also the Estee Lauder eyeshadow palette. I didn't like any of those, and also one of them, or both of them, was had gone bad. So I'm going to quickly go through the ones that I did manage to use up first. I used up the Kiko BB cream in the color Rose. This was a really good BB cream, but I can't find it anymore. If I can find it, I will repurchase. I really did like this one. It gave me a really nice glow. I also used up the e.l.f. eyebrow kit. Actually, the last little bit of it kind of crumbled, so technically I didn't finish it, but I call it done. And this is a really good eyebrow powder. I recommend this. It's just cheap and easy to pick up, so I might repurchase one of these, but right now I have really plenty of eyebrow products to choose from, so I won't be purchasing anytime soon. And I used up the e.l.f. blush in Candid Coral. So this is completely gone. I really like this color. I don't think I will repurchase because I'm just done with these blushes for a while. I had many of them and I still have one left that I might go through for the coming year. But yeah, I just want to try some new blushes, and I have so many that I have in my collection still, so no blush purchase from e.l.f. anytime soon. I used up mascara from 17 called Dulled Up 24/7. I honestly, this is so long ago, so I can't remember what I thought of this mascara, but I'm sure I told you in some of my previous videos. The e.l.f. moisturizing lipstick in Wink Pink I used completely up. Love this color. I would totally repurchase, but I don't think they make these anymore. Also the Isadora Twist Up blush stick in Candid Coral I also used completely up. I would probably repurchase this one as too. This is probably my all-time favorite cream blush. I used up the Inglot setting spray that I put in a Mary Kay spray bottle because I just really like these spray bottles. But yeah, I used it up. The Inglot one was fine. I don't think I will repurchase. The NYX Jumbo Lip Pencil I used up. I can't even get it out of the lid. But it was one of my favorite lip products, and yeah, I'm kind of sad to see it gone, but I won't repurchase. NYX isn't cruelty-free all the way, so, but I really like the product, as well as the NYX lip pencil in Pale Pink. I also completely finished. This is also one of my favorite lip liners, and I will miss it so much, and I haven't been able to find a dupes yet, but I hope I will someday. I also completely finished the Kix concealer. I scraped out every little bit of this. It's completely dried out now. And this is just a fine concealer. It doesn't give a whole lot of coverage. It's not too bad. It's just somewhere in the middle. I will not repurchase. It was not my favorite, but again, it wasn't the worst. Finally, out of the products that I consider myself done with, I also used up the Art Deco eyeshadow base. I still have a little bit left. I don't know if you can see that. And it was working just fine, but one morning when I were to put it on, it had just completely dried up. So I don't know if I hadn't put the lid on right or if it had gone bad, I don't know. But I pretty much used the whole thing up, and it's a really nice eyeshadow base. It has the kind of a satin finish, the finest kind of shiny finish. It's not like glittery, but it just have a little bit of shine. It's really pretty, so you can definitely use it on your own. But compared to the MAC paint pot in Painterly, which I'm using at the moment, it doesn't cancel out any you know, veins or darkness or anything, redness or anything like that, as much as the MAC's paint pot. But it cancels out a little bit, if that made any sense. Yeah. So on to the products that I didn't manage to finish up. Unfortunately, which I knew before I started, but the e.l.f. cream blush in Vixen, I did not finish. It's very hard to see the progress. I just feel like I haven't done any progress, but I think I have, because I've used it pretty much every single time I've done my makeup, just like as a base underneath my powder blush. And this is what is left. This is also one of my favorite. I love cream blush, guys. This is so pretty, and it's so old. So I knew that if I didn't manage to finish this, I knew that I was gonna throw it out and just be done with it. But I managed to get a lot of use out of it this year, so I'm really happy about that, and it's time to let it go. Then this is the H&M brow pencil in, was it light brown? I can't really remember at this point, but I have finished a lot of this. I don't know if you can see right here, but that's the mark for this checkpoint. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to finish this. I haven't decided if I'm gonna put this in a project or not for the next year. I haven't picked out my products for the next project, but I will in as soon as possible, really. So I will do a video on that soon, but we'll see. I know I want to finish this. I want this gone as soon as possible. So then the Isadora Eye Focus or eyeshadow in the number 32 Bare is just my kind of skin colored eyeshadow that I just use all over my lid before I start doing my eyeshadow look. And I think this is an amazing, amazing eyeshadow. I have not finished it. I have hit really good pan on this. I pretty much maybe a little over half in this eyeshadow, and it's really tightly packed, and it's just, I can't say enough good things about this. I really recommend it if you can get your hands on Isadora. It's so good. I did get the creme brulee this year, but I just haven't, from Wet n Wild, but I haven't managed to use it yet just because I've had this one. I thought this would go a lot faster so that I could get to the creme brulee, but it's still here. So I'll do a little comparison for myself, but I'm not sure if a lot of things can match up to this one because it's that good. Again, I don't know if I will put it in another project, but we'll see. Next is the L'Oreal blush in the color Rosewood. This was just a blush that I threw in there because I had used a lot of the other blushes in my project, and this was my oldest blush in my collection, and I just wanted some use out of it before I had to just throw it out. So I did manage, it had kind of like a puzzle piece imprint on it, which I managed to wear it down quite a bit. It's pretty much gone. I think you can barely see it. So I did get quite a lot of use out of it, and it's a really pretty blush, but it's so old. I need to like be done and throw it out. So this is going in the garbage. And lastly, I have two items. This is the Stila Kajal eyeliner in Topaz, which is one of my favorite nude eyeliners to put on my waterline. It's just amazing, and I will repurchase one day. I have another nude eyeliner that I really want to get through from Makeup Store first, but this is probably a lot better than that one. So here's the progress on that one. Yeah, I did manage to finish this one. The last time I sharpened it, I barely could sharpen it. I might be able to sharpen it one more last time, but then it'll be all gone. I will use it up. I don't think it's worth putting it in a project. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't use it every time I put on my makeup, so I might have this around for like another month or two. It takes a while for me to use up things, but I will have this out of my collection one way or another. If I include it in a project or not, it'll be gone very soon, but I love this thing and I will repurchase. Lastly, before I show you my eyeshadow palette, this is the Elizabeth Mott Queen of the Fill Tinted Brow Gel in light to medium. This was a product I just threw in there because I had tried tons of brow gels that I didn't like. Mostly was clear, and I never got the point. I just didn't get the point of using clear brow gel, but obviously it's because I don't have much brow hair, so it's for those who have kind of a more bushy hair or brows, so it works probably really well for them, but for me it does not work. I wish I had more bushy brows, but I don't. So I also tried tinted ones, but they kept I kept spilling the product around on my skin and not so much on my brows, so it was just a hazard to put it on. But this guy I ended up really liking, and I thought I'll just throw it out if I didn't like it, but I ended up loving it. So I've used this for a few months now, and I just love it, and I will continue to use it until it's gone. I won't include it in a project, but yeah. So that is it for the project. Like I said, I will do another video as soon as possible to show you. I'm not sure what kind of project I will do, because I have many products in my collection in mind that I want to try to use up, and it might be over 19, so I'm not sure if I'm going to call my project Makeup Use Up 19 in 2019 or just like a pan project or what, but you'll see once I've come to a conclusion. And I will also choose a new palette for my Panda palette for 2019. I hope I will do a lot better than I did this year. Hold on, I'll show you. Okay, so this is the Urban Decay Naked palette, which I've had for quite a few years. I think probably 6 years maybe? Gosh, yeah. I will not repurchase because Urban Decay is, as far as I know, it's not cruelty free. So yeah, I will not get rid of it because it's just kind of like a collector's item. It's the first real expensive, big eyeshadow palette that I got, or makeup product really. I didn't really spend much money on makeup before I got this. It just kind of got me hooked on eyeshadow and doing all sorts of eyeshadow looks, so I will forever hold this close to my heart, and I will put it in my makeup memory box. But basically I did not use up, shocker, I did not use up all the eyeshadows, but I feel like I did pretty, it's good coming from me. Like, I'm looking at all these other panners, they're doing great, they're doing like several eyeshadow palettes a year, and they go through eyeshadows like this, and I don't understand how they do it, but I'm very light-handed, and I like barely dip into the palette, so that might be the reason. I also don't wear makeup every single day, so, or if I do wear makeup, I don't always wear eyeshadow. So, you know, that might be one of the reasons why. But anyways, I'll show you now. I'll stop talking. So that is what the palette looks like. I did manage to use up no, I did not use up any. I managed to hit pan in 4 different eyeshadows. It was Sin, Virgin, Sin, Naked, and Smog. I feel like I used all of the eyeshadows. I barely used this one. I used a little bit of this one. I feel like this went bad. And I used this quite a bit. I've used this one kind of at the end of the year. I used this one a lot. As you can see slightly a little pan right there. One of my favorite eyeshadows that I didn't really wear too much, I wasn't going for gold this year. This was a little bit too dark for me, so I didn't use it quite as much. Sidecar is also one of my favorites, but it turned out to be very glittery. A lot more glittery than I remember. And then Naked is just a basic, classic crease color. Sin was just a go-to lid color, and Virgin was a great inner corner highlight for me. And I really feel like I got a lot out of this palette, and I'm just so happy that I managed to use it as much as I did, because I pretty much used this palette 8 out of 10 times that I used eyeshadows. I did also get a few new ones this year that I was so eager to try out, so I did use them a few times, but yeah, this was my main palette, and I cannot wait to show you my pan or palette of the year 2019. The pans are a lot smaller on that palette, although there's a lot more pans, so we'll see. But I have bigger goals for next year. I do hope to use up most of the eyeshadows. My goal for this was mainly just to hit pan on a few, maybe use up a few, but just mainly just get some use out of it, so I didn't feel like I had wasted my money. So just look out for more videos or panning videos. I will try to do them as quickly as possible. And I thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye!